Imagine a civilization that rose from the sands of the desert to dominate the ancient world for over 3,000 years, a land where pharaohs were seen as gods, pyramids pierced the sky, and armies marched across continents. This is the story of ancient Egypt, how it transformed from scattered villages along the Nile into one of history's greatest superpowers. From humble beginnings to an empire that stretched from the Mediterranean to Nubia, we'll uncover the secrets behind Egypt's rise. If you're fascinated by history, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the ancient world. Let's journey back in time. First, let's set the stage. The key to Egypt's power wasn't just its people or leaders, it was the land itself. The Nile River, the longest in the world, was Egypt's lifeline. Every year it flooded, depositing rich, fertile silt across the valley. This created some of the most productive farmland in the ancient world. While other regions struggled with droughts or poor soil, Egyptians could grow surplus crops like wheat, barley, and flax. This agricultural bounty meant food security, population growth, and the ability to support large armies and building projects. But the Nile did more than feed them. It unified them. The river stretched over 4,000 miles, acting as a natural highway for trade and communication. Boats could sail north with the current or south with the winds, connecting communities from the delta in the north to the cataracts in the south. Surrounded by deserts on both sides, Egypt was naturally protected from invaders, allowing it to develop in relative peace. This geographical jackpot, fertile land, easy transport, and built-in defenses, laid the foundation for everything that followed. Our story begins around 6000 BCE in the pre-dynastic period. Egypt wasn't a single nation yet. It was a patchwork of farming villages and nomadic groups. But as agriculture advanced, so did society. People developed irrigation systems, pottery, and early writing. By 3500 BCE, two distinct regions emerged. Upper Egypt in the south, with its capital at Hierakonpolis, and Lower Egypt in the north, centered around the delta. The turning point came with unification. Legend credits King Narmer, also known as Menes, with merging these kingdoms around 3100 BCE. The famous Narmer palette, an ancient artifact, depicts him wearing the crowns of both regions, smiting his enemies. This wasn't just conquest, it was the birth of a centralized state. Narmer established Memphis as the capital, right at the junction of Upper and Lower Egypt. For the first time, a single pharaoh ruled the entire Nile Valley, collecting taxes, organizing labor, and enforcing laws. This early dynastic period, from about 3100 to 2686 BCE, saw Egypt solidify its identity. Pharaohs were viewed as divine intermediaries between gods and people, which gave them absolute authority. Religion played a huge role. Gods like Ra, the sun god, and Osiris, lord of the afterlife, shaped every aspect of life. With a stable government, Egypt began trading with neighbors, gold and ivory from Nubia, timber from Lebanon, and lapis lazuli from Afghanistan. Wealth poured in, fueling growth. Enter the Old Kingdom, around 2686 to 2181 BCE, the age of the pyramids. This era marked Egypt's first golden age. Pharaohs like Djoser built the Step Pyramid at Saqqara, the world's first large-scale stone monument. But it was Khufu who took it to the next level with the Great Pyramid at Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Standing 481 feet tall, it required over 2 million stone blocks and the labor of tens of thousands. How did they do it? Not with slaves, as myths suggest, but with a well-organized workforce of skilled workers, fed and housed by the state. The Old Kingdom's bureaucracy was a marvel. Viziers, scribes, and overseers managed everything from granaries to quarries. The pharaoh's power was absolute, symbolized by these massive tombs meant to ensure immortality. Militarily, Egypt expanded southward into Nubia for resources like gold and started fortifying borders. Trade networks grew, bringing in exotic goods. Society was hierarchical but stable, with artisans, farmers, and priests all contributing. By the end of the Old Kingdom, Egypt was a regional powerhouse, admired and feared. But power isn't eternal. Around 2181 BCE, the Old Kingdom collapsed into the First Intermediate Period, a time of chaos, droughts, and civil war. The Nile floods failed, leading to famine. Local nomarchs, or governors, challenged pharaonic authority, fracturing the kingdom, yet Egypt rose again. In the Middle Kingdom, from 2055 to 1650 BCE, pharaohs like Mentuhotep II reunified the land from Thebes in the south. They reformed the government, reducing the power of nomarchs and strengthening the central army. Literature and art flourished. Think of the tale of Sinuhe, one of the earliest adventure stories. Expansion resumed. Pharaohs pushed into Nubia, building fortresses like Buhen, and traded with the Levant. Irrigation projects reclaimed more land, boosting the economy. Egypt became more cosmopolitan, absorbing ideas from abroad. But invasion loomed. The Hyksos, a Semitic people from Asia, conquered the north around 1650 BCE, introducing chariots and composite bows, technologies that would later help Egypt. Climactic music, battle drums. This humiliation sparked Egypt's greatest era, the New Kingdom, from 1550 to 1070 BCE. Ahmose, I expelled the Hyksos, reuniting Egypt and launching an age of empire building. Pharaohs became warrior kings, expanding borders like never before. Queen Hatshepsut, one of history's most successful female rulers, ruled from 1479 BCE. She focused on trade, sending expeditions to punt for myrrh and ebony, amassing wealth without war. Her mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahri stands as a testament to her prosperity. But it was Thutmose III, often called the Napoleon of Egypt, who turned Egypt into a true superpower. From 1479 to 1425 BCE, he led 17 military campaigns, conquering Syria, Palestine, and parts of Mesopotamia. The Battle of Megiddo in 1457 BCE was pivotal. Thutmose's forces surprised the Canaanite coalition, capturing vast territories and tribute. Egypt's empire now stretched from the Euphrates River to the Fourth Cataract in Nubia. Wealth flooded in, gold from mines, slaves from conquests, and exotic animals for the pharaoh's zoos. Temples like Karnak expanded into massive complexes. Religion evolved, with Amun-Ra as the chief god. Pharaohs like Amenhotep III built colossal statues, and Akhenaten briefly introduced monotheism with Aten, though it didn't last. The peak came under Ramses II, the Great, who ruled for 66 years from 1279 BCE. He fought the Hittites at Kadesh in 1274 BCE, a massive chariot battle that's one of the best documented in antiquity. Though a stalemate, Ramses spun it as a victory, building temples like Abu Simbel to glorify himself. Egypt's influence reached its zenith: diplomacy with Babylon, trade with Mycenae, and cultural exports across the Mediterranean. What made Egypt a superpower? A potent mix: the Nile's resources, innovative bureaucracy, divine kingship, and a professional army with chariots, archers, and siege weapons. They weren't just conquerors, they were administrators, integrating conquered lands through marriages and local rulers. But even superpowers fade. By 1070 BCE, Internal strife, invasions by the Sea Peoples, and economic strain weakened Egypt. It split again, eventually falling to Assyrians, Persians, and finally Alexander the Great in 332 BCE. Yet Egypt's legacy endures in our calendars, medicine, and architecture. From a river valley to an empire, ancient Egypt shows how geography, unity, and ambition can forge greatness. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, comment below. Who's your favorite pharaoh? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more ancient history. See you next time.